Hello guys. Sorry if I look really tired. It's like almost 10 probably that I'm filming this. But I have the chance to do it right now, so I really wanted to do it right now. And yeah, I'm still half dressed because I'm like wearing pajama pants right now. And sorry if I'm wearing makeup right now, but it's probably like not as great as it looked earlier, and I'm not gonna redo it because that's crazy since it's already nighttime. But well, first off, the day that I am recording this, I just got back. Not just got back. I got back around, I don't know when I got back, around the afternoon. But today I got back from my Star Events competition. But I'd like to talk about that in a different video. So, what I did want to talk about was something very serious that this is going to be one of my blogs that I like doing, because I like talking to people and I like having serious conversations, and sometimes I feel that person with people, I actually really don't get to do that. Like, I really don't get to talk serious with people, and it's extremely important that everybody does, because to get things, out to people and whatever, and important information. And I'm kind of rambling on here, but once I get into the topic, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So, I guess I'll try to get into the topic now. What I wanted to talk about was, like, body image and how you feel about yourself, and sometimes it has to do with like cutting and like different abuse that you give yourself. So it is a serious topic that I wanted to talk about today. So I guess I'll just start talking about myself. I guess you guys can't entirely notice, since unless you've seen me in person. I'm a very small person. I'm 5'1", and don't want to shock anybody, because sometimes it shocks people, but I'm only 91 pounds. And I wanted, when I tell people that, they're like, oh my gosh, you're 91 pounds, I'm 18 and I'm a senior, and they're just like, oh my gosh, you're 91 pounds, you're too skinny, what's wrong with you, you don't eat, are you anorexic, like, are you unhealthy, is there something wrong with you? And honestly, that kind of makes me feel bad, because this is how I am. And I can tell you that today I just finished eating a Big Mac all by myself. I ate the whole entire thing in like a few minutes because I was freaking hungry. It's like, when I'm hungry, I eat, okay? And for dinner, I ate 2 slices of pizza and I drank some soda. So, I'm eating like a normal American. But, like, for myself, because, I'm sorry, I'm like, it's kind of weird, because, people, there's like different sides to it. There's people who are heavier than I am, where they're like, oh, she's too skinny, and, oh, gosh, she makes me look bad. And some people who are heavier, they're upset, and, I guess they hate on people who are skinny. They hate on people who are skinny. You really shouldn't do that, because, didn't do anything to you. Sorry. But I shouldn't be sorry, because I didn't do anything to you. But it's just, like, body hate, I guess, is what I'm talking about here. So, I guess I'll talk about, problems I have had, because I have had problems. I think a large majority of people on this earth have problems with body images. Obviously something else, other things, but I'm pretty sure like a large majority of people have had some sort of body hate for themselves. Something my mom has always tried to taught me is, don't ever be ashamed of who I am. And it's a very important thing that you need to learn, because it'll help you get through life. It really will. Because if you don't love yourself, then how are you going to be confident about anything else? And it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't know how to stress that enough. You need to be confident in yourself. So something that I had a problem with, and I think I've kind of grown out of it, but I had this weird issue where I had a problem with being uneven, which is like, when I look at myself in a picture, I want to look proportional, and I had a problem with that. It was, oddly enough, it wasn't until, not oddly enough, because I guess high school was when it happened, when I used to work out a lot, and 6th grade, I was like full muscle, because I was in soccer, cross country, soccer, volleyball. I mean, I did a ton of sports, and I had a 6-pack. And it's kind of funny, like 6th grade is the most I've ever weighed. I weighed 98 pounds in 6th grade because I was all muscle. And back then I was extremely proud of myself because I had a 6-pack. And later on, like, I stopped doing so many sports because, you know, in 6th grade I was trying out the different sports, and my most favorite one to do in school was cross country, so I wound up only doing that. 7th, 8th grade, my 6-pack started turning into a 4-pack, a 2-pack, and then freshman year I didn't run at all, so I completely lost my 6-pack, and I was really upset about that, actually. I mean, I did not call myself fat. I'm very happy that I have never come that far. I have never called myself fat. I was upset, though, that I did lose my 6-pack because I had worked so hard for it, and then I stopped working out, and that's what happened. During freshman year, that's when I lost my 6-pack, and I was upset about that. I really was. Not too upset. And like I said, when I got sophomore year, I got back into cross country, and obviously I ran 5 miles every morning, like Monday through Friday throughout the school year. I ran, including the summer, I ran 5 miles every morning. I had really big thighs, and this is where the problem came in, where I saw myself, I used to be, my sophomore year, I was in a theater class, and my teacher would take videos of us when we were giving our, our performance, and she would send it to us. So one day I was looking at the video, and I, just all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, is that what my thighs look like? And because of my proportional thing, or I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not proportional, and it was just, I don't know, it was just weird, because, I don't know, it was just like a strange feeling. Like, I didn't hate myself, but at the same time, I was still giving myself body hate, because I found something wrong with me. And that's just not right. Like, you are the way you are. There's nothing wrong with anybody. So, it was kind of funny. By the end of the year, I started appreciating my body. I was like, you know what? I look freaking great. I'm amazing. And I worked for this. This is why I am this way, because of the hard work that I put into my sport. And by the end of the year, I just realized that it didn't matter, because, I mean, I was proud of the things that I did for cross country. So, it's kind of funny though, like at the end when I started appreciating it, that's, oh my gosh, I'm a senior now, and I didn't run junior or senior year, not because I didn't like how muscular I was. That wasn't the problem. I just stopped running for different reasons. But it's kind of funny, by the time I started appreciating myself, that's when, you know, I lost all my muscle, which I'm really upset about, because I had pretty impressive muscles. Like, what I wanted to talk about body hate is that like especially I'm taking a fashion design class in my school, and something that I've realized for myself is that your style is you, and it shouldn't matter what you look like. I mean, your body shape. Some people hate the way they look because they're like, oh, I hate fashion and I hate clothes because it doesn't look good on me. But the thing is that people make clothes to look good on anybody. Like, I mean, it does suck when you try something on and just does not look good for you, but you need to look for the clothes that does look good for you. And when you find the clothes that looks good for you, like, you look like bam. And people just need to realize that, because, like, another thing, again, that I don't have a problem with anymore, but something that I noticed, I do have big shoulders. I can't wear things that bring out my shoulders. Like, I can't wear cutout things. It was really popular to have the sleeves that had the holes right here, and I can't wear them because it makes my shoulders look even broader than how they really are. I mean, they are broad. It makes them look even more broader. Even more broad. I don't have a problem with that, though. I just know it's like, oh, I don't want my shoulders to look ginormous, so I'm not going to wear those. I'm perfectly fine with it, though. Some people just like it really down about that stuff, and you really shouldn't. And back to what I was talking about, how, like, sometimes people who are bigger, they don't like themselves, and they put down smaller people, and that's one way that you definitely should not go about it. You should be proud of who you are and respect the way other people are. So don't cause hate to others because of your own body hate. You need to appreciate how you look. Okay, so another thing that the reason that I thought of making this video was because, like I said at the very beginning, I don't actually get a lot of time to talk like personal things, personal serious things with people. And this morning I was talking to this girl about, you know, about this subject, and so that's why it gave me the idea to do this video. And something that we talked about was when you try to change yourself. She had actually asked me because we were laughing about because how I ate a Big Mac, and like the guy that was sitting with us, he was like, oh, where does all that food go? Because like the day before we had gone to a sandwich shop, and I like inhaled my sandwich before they were even done with theirs, and I'm like, sorry, I was really hungry. But like they were making the jokes like, oh man, where does that all go? And you know, I was telling them about, like, oh, like, my weight and everything, and she asked me, she was like, so are you okay with your weight? And I was like, yeah, I pretty much am. And that's where we really got into the topic about how it's really bad to try to change yourself. That, like, people who, oh my gosh, there are people who are a lot taller than me. Like I said, I'm only 5'1". There are girls who are 6 feet, and they come to me and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so skinny, I want to be your size. And I tell them, like, I need to tell them, I'm like, you look good the way you are. You don't need to be my size. Like, you can't be my size. I'd be wrong if you were my size. A person who is 6 foot should not be weighing 90 pounds. They need to be over 100 pounds. And like I said, because my weight is low, but this is my natural weight, I realize if a person's weight is kind of low, but that's the way they've been, they can't change that about themselves. And it's not something that you should try to change. Like, I just can't gain weight. I'm pretty sure when I get older I will, because that's usually what happens, you know, metabolism slows down. And that's why when she asked me if I was okay with how I am, and I'm like, yeah, because I can't change that. So, for a girl, back to what I was saying though, for a girl who is 6 foot, or I mean like 5'5" or 5'8", whatever, she should not be saying that she wants to be my size, which I've gotten many, many times before. And it's just like, you need to realize that you are at your good weight. That, like, I mean, it's just like, most girls who are 6 foot, if they weighed what I did, they'd probably be anorexic. Like, I don't want to see that. And one thing that happens when a person thinks they need to be a certain weight, sometimes they're never happy. And this is why you need to appreciate who you are, because it can go to a dangerous level where it's like, oh, I need to be 90 pounds, and it's like, oh, I don't feel skinny enough, because you pushed yourself so far to get that weight. But some people just aren't happy, and they push themselves even farther to 80 pounds, 70 pounds, and it's just, no, like, even I don't weigh that much. When I get sick, like really sick, and you know, when you get sick, you lose like a ton of weight. There's this one time I got really sick, this last year, and I lost 5 pounds. It was only a 5-pound difference. I looked horrible. My cheeks were sunken in. Oh my gosh, I looked pretty dead. It was bad. And you know, I was sick, and I mean, that just proves that obviously I was unhealthy. So for a person to force themselves to be unhealthy, that's just not right. Like, you're forcing yourselves to be sick, and that's just not right. Another thing, to get out of this spot, because there's some girls that I know that they're my size already. They call themselves fat. Girls that are my size that are calling themselves fat. And I know that I'm not very shapely, as you can tell. And some girls, they'll be as skinny as I am, like their waist, but they'll be bigger on top. That's how some girls are built. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm fat. And there's girls who have come up to me who are my size calling themselves fat, and I'm like, you're not fat. I can promise you, you're not fat. I know I'm not fat. Unless you're calling me fat, which you're wrong. You're calling yourself fat, you're wrong. You're not fat. I mean, you really shouldn't be telling people, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. The way to go about it is like to give that person is obviously lost. You need to give them confidence and say, you're not fat. That's just the way you look. You're skinny, trust me, you're not fat. You look beautiful. Seriously. It's really sad when girls come up to me who are my size and they're calling themselves fat. And like, the thing is, it's like they're looking for conversation, because some of these girls, they're used to that kind of conversation, and it's a thing between teenage girls, or that's just what we do, and it's really bad. It happens in a lot of different situations where we get sucked in with the whole entire girl scene, where it's like a girl will have her friends and she'll look herself in the mirror and she'll be, oh my gosh guys, I'm so fat, and they'll agree with her, and they're like, oh my gosh, you should do this and you should do this diet. And it's like, don't worry though, I think I'm fat too. I'm going to go on this diet, and we could go on this diet together. And your friends are negative people, and I mean, that's really hard. Again, it's the whole entire thing. You're already sucked into it. It's really hard to see, but I mean, those are negative people. The people who are telling you bad things about yourselves and making you do bad things. When I am not for diets. If you want to really lose weight, you need to exercise. And again, not healthy exercising. And let another thing come. When you exercise, you gain weight because you gain muscle, and that's a good thing. Like, some girls are like, I just want to lose the weight, I want to be skinny, and I want chicken legs. And I'm like, no, that's not the way it all works. Like, it's just really hard to hear girls do that. And I am not for diets. obviously, like when you're sick and the doctor says you need to go on a diet, because I've been on liquid diets before, which meant that I can only eat, like I couldn't keep my food down. Like this was like forever ago when I got really sick. I couldn't keep my food down, so I had to eat crackers because they soak up liquids, and I could only eat Jello because when you're sick you can always eat Jello, and that was pretty much I couldn't eat like a lot of like really thick food. So when the doctor's like, oh, I'm gonna put you on this diet, that's different from when oh, I weigh 90 pounds and I think I'm fat, so I'm going to go on this diet that I only eat once a day and I drink milkshakes. No. No, 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 no. No, I don't believe in diets. I really don't. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's another thing. I see girls all the time. It's like, oh, I'm going to eat this now, and what time do I have to eat my next meal? It's like, oh, you eat your next meal at this time. So because you're eating your meal at this time, this is the bar that you need. And just to tell you, those things are bad for you. Those things have a bunch of sugar in them. So sorry to tell you, those things aren't making you lose weight. They're like, no, they're worse. It's like, and when you are starving yourself, you are slowing down your metabolism, and it actually makes you bigger. When you stop eating, it actually makes you bigger, believe it or not. So diets are the wrong way. When you are overweight, the best way to go about losing weight, to be a healthy lower weight, is to exercise. And that's what that. So another thing that I was talking to this girl about when we were talking at the table about just being surrounded by negative people. That's when you surround yourself with negative people, it's just bad. When you're in a negative place and they make it worse for you when you're surrounded by negative people, and it's not a good thing. It's like what I said about how that girl was like, oh, I'm fat, and her friends agreed with her, and we're like, we're fat too, and we can do this together. It's that's what negative people do, and it's really hard, and I've had to do it. Like when I had negative people in my life, I had to tell them to go away, and I didn't want them, and it hurts because they'll say things like, oh, you're not our friend, and we thought you were our friend, but whatever, you're a loser, and what and so it hurts, okay? Like when you're losing your friends, it hurts, but negative people are not your friends, let me tell you that. And so, I mean, you need to be strong within yourself and believe in yourself, and have the courage, and you need to say, I deserve this, I deserve better, and you are not better, I deserve better than you. I need to surround myself with positive people, and sometimes those positive people are hard to find, but that's why you need to be confident in yourself and say, this is who I am a beautiful person, and I'm amazing, I'm freaking awesome. And so, seriously, because people are shaped differently, people are born differently, everybody is different, we are not meant to look the same. And it's funny because since I've been in my fashion design class, that's what I've actually learned. It's kind of funny because some people look at fashion and they say, oh, everyone has to be skinny, and I don't know, just everyone has to look a certain way. And it's kind of funny because me being in my fashion design class, I found that no, that's not it. That it's more about expressing yourself and being proud of who you are, and no, that's not what it's about. It's not about looking a certain way. It's working with what you have and making the whole world awesome with yourself. So that's pretty much what I've learned throughout my year in fashion design, is that, like, I'm proud of who I am. It's simple as that. And it's like, look at my brown hair, my brown crazy ass hair that's like all curly, and oh my god. And I'm wearing freaking pajama pants right now, and actually I'm wearing tights underneath my pajama pants because I was too lazy to take them off, but it's okay, and I'm telling you guys that. And so it's like, I'm being so serious, though. It's like, don't body bash yourself. It's so bad on your self-esteem. You need a high, confident self-esteem that you are beautiful and you are amazing, and somewhere in this life, people, real nice, positive people, will love you, and they will tell you they love you, and they will tell you the truth. And when you call yourself fat and you're really not fat, they will tell you that you are not fat, you are beautiful, and that if you are bigger and you feel like you need to be skinny, that positive, awesome, amazing person in your life will tell you, no, you are beautiful, you do not need to be skinny, not everyone is skinny. If you have curves, you are an amazing, sexy ass woman. So, like, I'm being so serious. Whatever body shape you are, you're freaking amazing. Don't hurt yourself. No body bashing. Don't make yourself sick with these stupid diets if you don't need it. And be proud of who you are. If you're freaking muscular, freaking show off your guns. I don't know. Show off your body, and I don't mean by taking nude pictures and getting in trouble. You work it. Work the runway of life. I'm sorry. I'm being so serious, though. No body bashing. It is bad. Bad body bashing. B.B.B. Bad body bashing. Oh my gosh. But you are beautiful no matter who you are, what you look like, where you came from, how tall you are, how short you are, your body size, your curves, your non-curves. You're an amazing person, and you need to remember that. So, thanks guys for watching, and I hope you took my video to heart. Bye, until next video.